Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Hollywood Friday. This is a really exciting show for me, and you know what? This is a show that really changed my life. We're going to talk about. It started with a very simple theme song that has been ingrained into American consciousness. Let's start off with the one, the only, Charlie's Angels.
Who went to the police academy.
With that theme song, a legend has been born. It is part of our American culture.
And they were each assigned very hazardous duties. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Charlie.
With that said, in September 22nd, 1976, glamour, girls, guns, and bikinis became the norm, and Jiggle TV was born. But much more than that, a whole generation fell in love with the three angels, Kate Jackson, Farrah Fawcett Majors, and Jacqueline Smith. Along came Cheryl Ladd the second season, but we're going to talk about why this show has had such an impact on our American culture. It was the bicentennial after all, and I had to let the whole theme song play, you guys, while I talked. I couldn't let it go by. I just couldn't. I love this show. It was a show that I as a kid loved, and I still love. The original Charlie's Angels is part of our American vernacular. It is there. It is it's so ingrained in us, and from the angel pose to the way the angels looked, and I'm going to show you a little bit of my collection. But I want to say this, I got a lot of emails on this show, and a lot of people had a lot of very passionate feelings. It was a show that we had never seen before. You know, before the show aired in 1976, we had never seen three female leads in a show. We had never seen them hold a whole 1 hour drama. They were either the wife of someone, the secretary of someone. We had Mary Tyler Moore, the single girls, but we didn't have three girls who fought crime, did it on their own, and showed a whole new way. You know, the intention behind every show, there has to be an intention, and for this, it really shows the progress at that time of women's liberation. Yes, the girls had to be beautiful. Yes, we all remember the bikinis and the trip to Hawaii and them karate chop, but the truth is, this was a first for females, that they could carry a show, and it skyrocketed right away. It did bigger numbers than Seinfeld ever did. It did, and I get that there was only 3 networks at the time, but it really showed the world that 3 girls could really make a TV show. I fell in love with the Angels right away, and I want to show you something rare from my collection. This is the very first TV guide that they were ever pictured on. I've kept it all these years. And I remember, I don't know if I got it, was at my parents', it must have been, because in 1976, I was only 7 years old. This is the original TV guide from 1976 with Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and Kate Jackson. From that moment on, I was hooked. I'll tell the story of how I got hooked. So in 1976, my dad used to go bowling at the Oak Park bowling lanes. And I figured out that if I went with my dad, I would get to watch Charlie's Angels because he got home about 9:45, and East Coast time, it started at 10. And there it was every Wednesday. So that was the only time I ever went to any sporting event willingly just so I could watch Charlie's Angels. I was hooked. And I didn't know at the time as a kid, I didn't quite get it. But what I really fell in love with was the camaraderie between these 3 women was really the whole point of the show. I mean, let's face it, the plots weren't thick. It wasn't it is no Law and Order SVU. But it really showed something special, and it's endured these days. The next thing I kept from my collectibles, and that I have, is the original People magazine cover with Charlie's Angels. I've kept this all these years. I know this was my mom's because she loves People I love People magazine. This is the original Charlie's Angels. There's something about it. There's something about these 3 girls. It always made me want to always do my best. You know, Charlie's Angels taught me that you work hard, rely on your friendships, and hope that somebody's always got your back. Let me share a really great email I got from Julie from Seattle. Hi, Julie. Hi, Seattle. Thanks for watching. Julie writes, "It was a show that has endured because of the friendships of the 3 women. They always stood up for each other, always had each other's backs. They weren't backstabbing, backbiting, or stealing boyfriends, and they weren't calling each other bitch like the reality shows of today. It was a show that was about female friendship and the way it goes." Julie, that's absolutely right. I think that's great. With reality TV today, and that's why I've stopped talking about it in any way on Hollywood Friday, it's really when went the wrong way. Stanley and Boston Road, it was fabulous. Girls, guns, bikinis, pure fantasy. Loved it. Stanley, thank you, Boston. I couldn't agree more. It really was, for the time, amazing. It still is when I watch it. It still holds up. Another collectible I'd like to show you is Rona Barrett's Hollywood. I don't know if anybody remembers this. I kept this all these years. I think I got this at my Grandma Jenny's house. I think she had it and I took it for my collection. I've kept it all these years. So there's been a lot written. Now this is from the day when they were popular, right? When in 1976. But there have been numerous books written. The Guide to Charlie's Angels, the Charlie's Angels case book with every episode, with every angel featured. And I gotta say, Cheryl Ladd, you deserve a big kudos. You were a great replacement when Farrah Fawcett left. As Chris Monroe, Jill Monroe's little sister, you took up the slack where it could have been a disaster. You were fabulous. I loved you, Cheryl. I did. There have been the DVDs released every season except the 5th. So come on, get the 5th one out. Here it is, the 2nd season with Cheryl Ladd. You know I live in Hawaii, right? And I told you the story. I saw Hawaii the first time on the 2nd season of Charlie's Angels opener, Angels in Paradise. That's the reason. Now, when I live here, I think how lucky I am from a kid in Michigan to living where I saw it on TV and thought, where is this place? All because of Charlie's Angels. So, and we'll show you Shelley Hack, who took over in the 4th season when Kate Jackson left. That was kind of, yeah, I like Shelley. She got a bad rap. Tiffany Wells, not so great. Not hard to replace Sabrina Duncan, but you know what? That was the disco era. I remember my cousin Amy and I played Charlie's Angels. You know, I'll tell y'all now. Maybe I was embarrassed then. I loved it. My cousin Amy and I would hide under the racks and be like, hold it right there. I mean, come on. We all have done that, right? All because of Charlie's Angels. So, viewers, I want to end with this email from Stephanie from Des Moines, Iowa. Hi, Stephanie. Just what I said. We always played Charlie's Angels. It was so much fun and a great part of my childhood. I always was Sabrina because she was smart and feisty like I was. Well, I hope you're still like that, Stephanie, because I think Sabrina got a bad rap. Sabrina was the smart one, played by Kate Jackson. She was fabulous. So, with the fashion, the frenzy, the mayhem, the excitement, every week seeing it, there was nothing better than Charlie's Angels. I loved it. My viewers loved it. It was a great show. It was the show that started the careers for 3 women who are still there today. All because I saw a TV guide and got interested. And it also helps in this way. What I know for certain is television is not just a babysitter for people. It can teach you who you want to be and who you don't want to be. So, I say this, viewers, Charlie's Angels showed me that friendships endure, always have someone's back, and always look great when you're doing it. I'll see you have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. What I know is we're all in this together. And remember, we're all in this together. Bye, everybody. Watch Charlie's Angels this weekend. Try to get it on, TV or something on the computer. Watch an episode. Reminisce. Bye. Have a great weekend.